Welcome everyone to Tease Gaming. We are back today with Assemble with Care. We are on 5. I don't know how many there is. Can I find out? There are 14. This is a really nice little peaceful game and I'm kind of liking it, in all honesty.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name.
Wait, I have a question. It doesn't seem like anyone's actually paid her, which is, fine. Like, do charity work, get your name out there. That's what I did with photography. That's what I've done with a lot of things. Cool. Like, word of mouth is great, and then you can slowly start charging people, whatever. How are you affording the hotel room? Are mom and dad paying for it? Did you save money up to do this? From your parents? I'm concerned.
Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
The woman in front of me was
Snarky lady.
immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different.
Sounded like it.
Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
One day, I was shooting a wedding, and it was like this little backyard wedding thing, and I'm trying to do pictures of the decor before, like, the bride gets there, because the bride was out getting her hair and makeup and everything done, and the groom was there, and I was like, okay, what pictures of decor do you want? What certain type of decor? Like, is there certain ones that you guys specifically want? Or are there ones where you're like, hey, it's just there, don't take pictures of it? Like, just do like a full consult right there. Because I was supposed to go I think it was like a Friday, maybe it was Saturday, I don't know. But I was supposed to go the night before, but the bride said, never mind, we don't need you tonight. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I came the next day, which I was actually grateful because it was like 8 p.m. and I was like, I really don't want to leave the house and drive 30 minutes to a different town to come back in the dark because I have a hard time driving at night. So I go down there and I'm like doing all this stuff, and like the first 12 photos I take, I am panicking because I cannot figure out why my camera is malfunctioning. It is taking only black pictures. I am having an absolute panic attack. Like, I cannot tell the groom that my camera's messed up. I had my backup with me, which is my older camera that my dad was going to shoot with. And so I'm just panicking, and my dad's not even there yet. Come to find out that if you don't take the lens cap off, you're not going to have pictures. So there's just a fun little story. Here's a fun little story for you all. Do you really have to move the I guess you kind of do. Well, why are you going to put it further away from me?
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Well, no wonder your viewfinder can't find anything. I don't like that you touched that
If I
with your
used
hand.
the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Well, that wasn't correct. Wow, this is super hard.
Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Okay. At least this seems like, okay. Flip over.
Looks like something is still missing.
Yeah. Let me pull that. That's not how that should be going. Are you not gonna let me? Why are you not? That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Cause you... Okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything that I'm going to draw. Hopefully you can. So, it occurred to me that not everyone knows how these cameras work. And we're going to actually zoom you in to 100. Okay. So, your film canister goes right here. And whenever you're going to take pictures, it always ruins the first couple that you take. So, you would take out, like, I think it's like 5 that get ruined, but you would pull it across here and you would go over here. And I can't remember if you go under this or over it, but you'd put it back here and the film would roll around this. And then after that, you would have your pictures. So I always would take one picture as like to get rid of this film right here. Actually, I think it's 3 that you have to take because it would be 1, 2. Like about 3 pictures you would take to clear out that, because these ones are all going to be ruined because they were exposed to the light. And that's how one of these cameras work. So hopefully this one's audio stayed so that I can educate you guys on these types of camera. Okay. Okay. Hi, babies. No.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better?
Okay.
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing.
You can sit like that. That's fine.
Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
Okay, I love you. Okay. She's
I
a paid
hear
actress.
nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Well, that was cute. I like that. But yeah, what does a 3 month salary mean? Hi. I love you so very much. But I'm recording. I'm recording. You can't be up here. You're a distraction. You're a distraction. Hey, look. Oh, you're so heavy. Okay. I'm losing the battle, y'all.
The sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll never hear the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd
Stop.
laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
Okay. I'm assuming this is piece 1. Ah. from me? Would you stop being mean to me? That's all I asked for. I feel like her hair is all over my face right now. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm sorry. What is happening? What is happening? I'm confused. What am I to be doing? What is happening? Where do you go? Give me... Oh, I figured it out, y'all. I figured it out. Okay, give me this back. I figured it out, y'all. It's okay, I figured it out, y'all. Well, that's a shite job, but it's okay. 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 Something doesn't seem right. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Did you just chill there? Do I not use any screws? Ah! No. Ah! Oops. There we go. Okay.
I don't know, it's a bit, flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Do I have to take it up? This is so mean. I just fixed it. You know, you're very rude for not paying me and making me do this. That's not what I meant to do. I keep doing that. Oh my gosh. I'll learn eventually. You guys don't know how hard it is to go between the lines. Where are you to connect to? Okay. Does that make sense? I hope so. Stop.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Sure. You're going over here. Because I'm going to end up tearing you off on accident anyway. I think we're going for this one first. Okay, well now how do I do this? Okay. There are no more spaces in there. We have no more of those things. So you can't ask for any more. And that's what I know. Stop being mean to me. Is that the only one we could fit? Okay.
It works! I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Where is my mouse? Okay, there we go. I was like, what? Excuse me.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
Oh, that's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her. Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
You just worked so hard on it!
And with that, she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Was it supposed to be ice cream? I thought she sold coffee. Alright. Well, me and Freya are here to tell you guys that we hope that you join us again soon for another episode. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, especially if you want to see more Freya. She's like a dog, I promise. Hit that like button if you thought Freya was adorable, and hopefully you'll join us again soon. She's licking me. Bye!